Fathers, what moment made your entire life fall apart? For me, it was a random Tuesday, at a crowded Little League game. My 7-year-old son, Leo, struck out, and walked back to the dugout, with his head down. I reached out, to give him a high five, like I'd done a million times before, but he didn't look up. He just muttered, "Thanks, coach," and walked right past me. Not dad, not pops, coach. At first, I brushed it off. Kids say weird things, right? But then, it became a pattern, a cold, polite distance, that felt like a knife, in my chest. One night, I caught my wife, Sarah, staring at an old, dusty shoebox, in the back of our closet. When she saw me, she slammed it shut, her face completely pale. That's when the knots in my stomach started twisting. I began noticing the quiet whispers on the porch, the sudden rush to lock her phone, and the way she looked at Leo, with this devastating, heartbroken guilt. Finally, I couldn't take the silence anymore. I demanded answers. With tears streaming down her face, Sarah opened that shoebox, and handed me an official government document, and a recent photo. Her first husband, the firefighter who was declared dead in a massive warehouse collapse 8 years ago, wasn't dead. He had survived, but spent years in a specialized, long-term coma care facility, under John Doe status, thousands of miles away. And now, he was fully awake, and he wanted his life back. I looked from the photo, to Leo, sleeping down the hall. The jawline, the nose, it was an exact match. My chest caved in. I had spent 7 years, changing diapers, teaching Leo to throw a football, staying up through every single midnight fever, loving him, with every ounce of my soul. To me, he was my flesh and blood. But legally, the system didn't care about the bedtime stories, or the scraped knees. The court ruled that his biological father's rights trumped everything. He was granted primary custody to rebuild their bond. They tore my son away. But last weekend, Leo snuck out to my car during drop-off. He hugged me so tight, I could barely breathe, and whispered, "I miss you, Daddy." They can change the paperwork. They can rewrite the rules, but nothing can erase the love of the father who actually raised him.